Hi, this is Thomas Armstrong. I want to talk with you about my latest book, which is actually my first novel, my 20th book overall, called Childless. It's a novel about a childless child psychologist who tries to foil a US government plot to have childhood diagnosed as a medical disorder and removed from the human genome. And in this book, I'm actually doing a series of videos highlighting certain aspects of the novel. In previous videos, I've looked at the genetic engineering involved in removing childhood from the human genome. I've looked at the issue of neoteny, which is the holding of youth or the extending of childhood into old age, which is the opposite of what the US government is trying to do. And in this video, I'd like to focus on the neurodiverse characters that I have in the book. Now, neurodiversity is a concept that is relatively new, but I think very transformational. It's the idea that we celebrate diversity of brains among us. We celebrate cultures. We talk about cultural diversity. We celebrate nature. We appreciate the diversity in nature. But when it comes to diversity of brains, we seem to fall back on the old model of defective brains and normal brains, when we should in fact look at all brains as unique and individual and diverse. And in this book, I have 5 neurodiverse characters, and I define these characters not in terms of their defects, but in terms of their assets. So I have a character, Brenda Carver, who has Williams syndrome, which affects 1 in every 9,000 people and is the result of a deletion of some genes in chromosome 7. And Brenda has a gift, as do many people with Williams syndrome, with music. She can sing opera and pretty much any thousands of songs in a beautiful, clear tone of voice, and she can affect people's behavior with her music. So, her musical gift then becomes an asset and is used in critical moments during the plot to make things happen, to move the plot along. Then I have a character who has Asperger's, and he's an autistic savant, which means although he has trouble with socialization, he has a wonderful photographic memory and can multiply 6-digit numbers by 6-digit numbers in a matter of seconds and come up with the accurate result. And he uses his gift in certain areas of the plot to help things along. I've got a character with dwarfism or achondroplasia, and he is only 4 feet 11 inches tall, but he is a bodybuilder. He's very strong. And he says in the book that in fairy tale literature, the dwarves are the ones who excelled in navigating their way underground. And in the book, Harvey Sumner, who's the main character, the childless child psychologist, gets kidnapped by the US government and secreted into a bunker 12 floors below the National Institutes of Health in Bethesda, Maryland. And so this character, Stanton Mills, with dwarfism, is able to use his gift in navigating around subterranean terrain. I have a person with progeria, which is, he's a 10-year-old child, and he looks like an 80-year-old. Progeria is, again, a genetic condition, and it causes rapid aging. And it's sometimes referred to as Benjamin Button syndrome after the movie, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I'll give a video on that issue a little bit later. But suffice it to say that people with progeria, unfortunately, and unlike Benjamin Button, don't live very long, maybe to the age of 13 or so. But he's a major character in the book and helps, he's actually offered himself as a research subject for research on genetics. And then finally, I have a person with schizophrenia, and he's a character who actually won a Nobel Prize for coming up with a genetic fix for schizophrenia. And in the novel, he is using his gifts to come up with a genetic fix that is the opposite of what the US government is doing. Instead of trying to bring old age down into childhood, he's trying to take childhood and bring it up into old age so that a 90-year-old will have the attitude and imagination and curiosity of a 4 or 5-year-old. So those are the neurodiverse characters. They help to emphasize the genetic aspects of the plot. And again, they use their gifts and therefore display the importance of neurodiversity and in acknowledging the gifts of those who have different kinds of brains, that they have a lot to contribute to our society. At any rate, the novel Childless is available on Amazon or Barnes and Noble. It's in paperback and also on Kindle, and you can also get it on your iPhone or your tablet. So I hope you get it, and hope you enjoy it. And I'll do future broadcasts or videos on other issues related to the novel. So thanks and have a great day. Bye-bye.